If I went into the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida and came out on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, did I not come back from the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning? Right? See, I'm saying if Jesus went into the judgment hall, but he had to come back from the grave, aren't our stories similar but not the same? See, he didn't go into court and prove that he was innocent, right? Because it was a kangaroo court. He went into court and showed that the church, the temple, was guilty of taking him into the kangaroo court, right? Now, if Jesus showed that the judgment hall has been biblically put out of order, right? Then why wouldn't you see that somebody had to go into the judgment hall and set it straight and then come back from the judgment hall and tell how they made it in and out? See, understand, I was suing the whole time and then I was sued. So that's retaliation. So I was fired by the post office when I was 25. I then used the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and got my job back. Now, my same friends, my partner, he helped me with money. See, that's why I'm telling them, look, man, I understand, but you didn't understand. Like my cousin, he used to come by and just give me money, man, just give me money. See? So I know, see, with the money part of it, I knew I didn't have no problems. But what I was trying to tell them is the knowledgeable part of it is what I always thrived on. So if they didn't understand how I got my job back, then they didn't know how I got my job back. See what I'm saying? So I'm telling them now what they didn't know then. And I'm saying that's why the post office sending me 0 checks now, because when they fired me the first time, I wasn't actually on. See, I was in my probationary period. I had a 90-day probationary period. See, then I would have been on, right? So they fired me 40 days in. See, that's what I'm saying. That's including weekends and everything. And I was only working like 5 hours a day, 4 hours a day. But they had this guy, right? And he was a white guy, like in Oak Court, Florida. They used to hang black people in there. That's where I got a job. And I'm talking about they used to hang people not long before I got the job. Man, when I was in high school, they used to tell you not to go to Oak Court. My people, don't go over there. See, so that's what I'm saying. I lived in a time when people was telling you not to go some places, man, because they would hang you. Them people used to call the police on me. Because I'm in the mailbox. They telling the people, there's a black man in the mailbox. This in 1994 in this area. And you telling me I'm supposed to leave my children when I see that kind of ignorance is in the court of law, and here the black preachers is telling me we all right, just like when I read the letter from a Birmingham jail that Dr. Martin Luther King wrote. He was saying that the preachers and the rabbis and the ministers were sending him letters saying that we okay, and he was saying the same thing, like, wasn't Jesus an insurrectionist? Right? Read that, you young people, man. If y'all gonna read the Bible, read history, because Dr. Martin Luther King could read and write. Minister Malcolm X could read and write. I read their books. So then I was able to see what they saw. I was able to see the CIA tracking me. See, because they told me that they track people like me. But then I'm also seeing the black people who then is keeping us slaves. See, look, at the end, you see everything, right? Not at the beginning. At the beginning, there's nothing to see. Think about it. See, at the beginning of this collapse, right, everybody saw my fall, but nobody saw the beginning of my rise, right? So then they started telling me to accept the illusion as if the illusion was reality. And I'm telling them, man, what about the beginning, right, of your understanding that you wrong? So then you get angry, right? And now you done took 15 years of my life trying to convince me that I was the cause of the calamity. And I'm saying, you right. I keep telling you I caused it, but I didn't create it. See, I didn't create the calamity. I brought the calamity to the climax when they tried to do it to me. And that's when I brought them to justice for doing it to the other citizens in the world. See, but I'm saying if I caught the devil, then was I supposed to lie as if I was the Antichrist? Well, how would you see the Antichrist if you don't see who anti-truth? Wouldn't God be true? And wouldn't the Antichrist be anti-truth? So why would you want me to give up on my truth, man? Then you want to take God from me? Well, when I was in court, they say, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. But now I have had black preachers tell me to give up on the truth that set me free in court. And I'm saying, well, brother, the truth, there's only one truth, the truth of God. And I'm saying, brother, well, if I was Jesus, you ain't Jesus. I say if. Right? I'm saying, how can you have a conversation with a man that's arguing with you with somebody else's evidence? He don't even want to listen to your evidence. He's so busy arguing with you over Jesus, man. He ain't. I'm saying, well, how can I save you? I don't need to be saved. Right? Then I'm reading the Bible and I'm saying, man, you the children of Abraham. You the seeds of Abraham. So you go try to give him the Bible. Then he really get mad. I'm a follower of Jesus. I'm saying, well, brother, why you against me? Why you breathing slanders against me when I'm trying to get back home to my wife and children? And here you done been sitting up here arguing with me and trying to convert me to believe something that now you don't even believe no more. See what I'm saying? But you've been trying to get me to believe it. And I'm saying, see, brother, look at what side of the scripture you have shown yourself to be approved by. See, it's two sides to the scripture. So if you read and become a side, then that side approve you, right? Now, when I went into court, why wouldn't I see me like the rich man who saw Jesus? And I saw that I let go all of my riches because they tried to settle with me, man. They tried to settle with me out of court. But I did what Jesus said. See, I gave all of my riches to the least of these. That's why I wrote 100 books. What is my riches other than my divine knowledge, right? My divine knowledge came from my divine wisdom. If I did not write my wisdom, how can the next generation inherit something that I hoarded? See, if I did not share it like Jesus was saying, how can it convert you if I never used it to convert you?